Hi, this is Iris. Thank you for joining me in the Polyform Design Center, where today we're going to make this fantastic looking shawl pin. It has a beautiful blend of bronze, Spanish olive, and 18 karat gold. It's really easy to make. You can make tons of these as gifts this year, and I hope you'll try this technique that I'm going to show you. We have a great little technique, and I'm going to show you it, and it's how to create the little dots, the raised dots that we use on this shawl pin. First thing we're going to do is use one of our etch and pearl tools. 3 of these tools come in the Sculpey etch and pearl set, and we're going to use the small and the medium. I'm going to dip the end of the tool in a little water, shake it off, and I'm going to push it down into the clay. Let me try a larger one so you get to see that. Dip it in the water, shake it off. Okay, and you really want to make sure that you move this around so it goes all the way down into the clay. Let's see, make sure I got that one. Okay. What happens is you get to see a little bit of the white tile underneath, and that's how you know you've done it all the way. When you have all the dots that you want, you're just going to lift up the sheet of clay, and you're going to take these dots and you're going to bake them. You're going to bake these all by themselves. You might have, I don't know, 30 dots on here of different sizes. Once you have those dots baked, you're just going to want to set them aside. And now we're going to start making the blended color for the shawl pin. We have 3 great colors here. We have bronze, Spanish olive, and 18 karat gold. I've conditioned it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten it out, and I'm going to push these together. And this is a quick way of blending clay. So we'll have a blend between the gold and the green and the bronze and the green. I am going to put my Sculpey clay conditioning machine on the number 2 setting. I like to work on number 2 for some reason. And I don't know if you're able to see me. Okay, I'm going to take the 3 little bars of clay that I've put together, and I'm just going to start rolling them together. And what I'm going to do each time is I'm going to fold the clay over and put the fold side down. And each of the colors I've used 1/4 of a 2-ounce bar. And I'm going to keep doing this. And then I'm going to use some pre-made steps, and I'll show you what it looks like after a while. Okay. So after I've run it through the pasta machine for some time, the clays begin to blend. And I keep doing the same exact thing I showed you, and what I wind up with is a beautiful blended sheet of clay. Looks great, doesn't it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a circle cutter, and this one is about 1 1/4 inches. It's really up to you where you want to do this. I want to try and get as many blended colors here as possible. I'm just going to take this circle cutter and I'm going to remove the circle of clay. I'm going to use the very flexible blade, and I'm going to cut out a shape. This is totally up to you. That's pretty easy how that does. And as I said, I want to make sure I get a little bit of each color. The flexible blade is pretty amazing because you can make the shape however you want. It does a great job cutting. Okay. I'm going to save some of this blended clay because I want to make the end for the stick that goes through the shawl pin. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to take this blended piece and I'm going to put it on a backing of bronze clay. You could use whatever color if you want to use the gold or the green. And once again, I'm just going to cut out, now that I know the exact shape I want, I'm going to cut out this. I can make that a little nicer for you. Okay. And one great thing is at this point, if you don't love the shape of the shawl pin, you can, I think I might want to change, I might want this side a little curved a little more. You could do that. It just gives it a little, having the backer sheet just gives it a little bulk. If you want, you could put the blended sheet on the backer sheet before you do the cutting. I just find it a little easier to get the shape this way. Okay, so now you have your pre-baked dots, and all you have to do is put them on in a pattern you like. Okay, I'm going to put this aside for baking because I want to show you how to make the end for the stick that goes in the shawl pin once the shawl pin is complete. Okay, here's the stick for the shawl pin, and I'm going to show you how to begin and make one of these all by yourself. Okay, what I'm using here is actually about 3 inches worth of number 3 bamboo knitting needle. You can also use a bamboo skewer. If you use a bamboo skewer, the kind that you would buy in the supermarket, you're going to want to smooth it down with a little sandpaper so it doesn't catch on the shawl. This works out perfectly because it's so smooth. And now what you want to do is you want to use one of those pieces from the blend that you made, and you want to make a shape that you like. I'm gonna go with something relatively easy. Get everything blended together. Okay. And all you have to do is push the stick in. Get some of this scrap clay around so I can shape this a little nicer. There we go. And again, you're going to want to use some of the pre-made dots to add a design to this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bake both pieces and you'll have your shawl pin. It's a really easy method. You can blend 2 colors of clay together or 3 as we did for this project. The metallics blend beautifully. I'm really partial to them. But I really hope you'll try this project. It's easy. You'll want to use it in knitted shawls or scarves that you have, and it is a fabulous gift for you to make. I thank you so much for joining me.